Coming Friday, October 24th to Crystal Ballroom in Somerville. It's the Bumblebee Radio 5th Anniversary Spooky Season Showcase featuring music from Los Angeles artist Beck Black. The Peppermint Kicks. Jennifer Tapped in the Strange. And Smitty and the Fezztones.
You're number one, most likely. Make me kneel down and cry.
More info and tickets at bumblebeeboxoffice.com.
The Struggling Artist Record Club is a vinyl record subscription service where I hunt and curate the best punk and punk-adjacent music out there and mail their record to your door each and every month. Imagine finding your new favorite band from across the country without ever having to leave the house. It doesn't get much better than that. The excitement of discovering new music just got that much easier. As a member of the Struggling Artist Record Club, you are going to receive some of the best music you've ever heard from bands you may never even heard of. Whether you've been collecting records for years or just starting out, the Struggling Artist Record Club is designed specifically for you. And right now, all new members get a Struggling Artist Record Club exclusive along with the monthly selection. So head to StrugglingArtistRecordClub.com, pick a membership, and start building that collection today.
You're listening to the Struggling Artist Podcast.
People need to be entertained. They need the distraction.
With your host, Trev Allen.
I wish to God that somebody would do something to block out the voices in my head for 5 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Today, our guests are Boston Rockers, Parts Per Million. I talked to Paul and Brian about their latest release, Red, White, Blue, as well as the band's dynamic. I heard a new phrase called digital schizophrenia. I don't know if that's a real term, but it definitely makes sense. And we'll talk about that in the episode. So stick around to the end of the episode to hear a song off of Red, White, Blue. This is episode 380 of the Struggling Artist Podcast, Struggling with Parts Per Million. It's funny how I got into this whole podcasting thing for like music and stuff like that. It started as just like I was uninspired as a writer, so I wanted to talk to other artists, and then from there it kind of like it went away for a while, and then when it came back, I kind of leaned into the like talking to musicians and people in the music world, and it's cool because it's a podcast, right? So I could talk to whoever I want, and it's always people I want to talk to about with their music, and
awesome.
And that's why.
Where are you out of, Trev?
So I live outside of Worcester.
Okay.
Yeah, in between Worcester and Providence, is what I always say. It's a little town called Whitensville. No one really knows where that is.
I have a sister in Spencer, so she's probably not far from it.
Yeah, that's not far. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Yeah. Where are you guys? Are you guys in Boston, or are you around the area?
So everyone is in New Hampshire except me. I am like in Lynn, and everybody else is now in New Hampshire, Mm-hmm. But we kind of all were in the Malden area pretty much for a little bit.
Yeah, for a long time we were based out of Malden area.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, when did you guys get started with this? When did this project like become a thing? And
I'd say like this part, like I guess me, him, and Alex is probably 6-7 years at this point.
7 years.
It's about 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah, and I'd say really that's the band. Previous to that, we were kind of goofing around and trying to get some things started. We put some music out, but what it really is, I'd say 6-7 years.
Yeah. And were there projects previous to that, like that you guys were in, like since years past and all that? And
Yeah,
Tons.
Brian's been in a bunch. Myself, nothing that I was out of the area for like 10 years. I moved to Florida and turned into like an acoustic playing Dave Matthews guy for a couple of years, and then just kind of came back home and started playing, more what I was used to playing.
Yeah, he wanted to record a bunch of songs that he did.
Yeah.
And he asked me to do the leads on them.
Yeah.
And I did the leads on them, and then we kind of started a band after them.
Yeah.
I guess I would say.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah, that's exactly what pretty much happened. So,
nice. There's something about when you can get together with a group of people and the chemistry is just right. You know what I mean? It just kind of fits. Like,
Yeah. We definitely
We have that now.
Yeah, we do. We've had it with the three, I guess you'd say, quote unquote, original. Me, Alex, and
Yeah.
right, for a while. We kind of all are we're connected. We'll get to that in a minute. But like with Brad now in the band, like that's
feels right.
it's right. It's like and all the other guys were great. It's just kind of that it was short. We went through quite a I don't want to say went through. We had a few drummers. You know what I mean? Like we had one guy recording. We had one guy in the beginning. Then we had a guy fill-in drummer twice for us. You know what I mean? And then the last guy, Jake, who was fantastic.
Everybody had too much to do.
Everybody had too much to do. Drummers are the hardest guy to find. You know what I mean? Even our drummers in two bands. So
right on. Yeah. It seems. Yeah, and I know I know a few drummers that they're just in like a bunch of bands because of that reason, right? And so,
yeah.
Yep. Right on. Yeah. So tell me about the name a little bit, because I like the name. I don't really talk about my job and what I do, but like I do, like I measure parts per million sometimes with certain things.
All right.
So tell me what the name is to you,
So I can say the same. It's funny, like, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of work that I do that somewhat involves that, very little, but eventually really what it became was sort of this thought process of like kind of what all of our songs are about, I mean, I'm a working class guy. We all are, and I honestly think everyone I know and everyone I talk to, including, like, we all really are. I don't know any billionaires. I don't know anybody like that. And that's kind of the message, right? Like, we're all kind of stuck in this together, whether we like it or not. And we got to work together a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Well, originally, I think it spawned from the idea that Paul wanted to have a band, but I think he just used his initials.
Yeah.
For part of the reason to copyright stuff. So PPM is his initials at first. And then I think he made a thing about it. And it just happened to fit with all the things that we were doing.
Yeah, really. That's it. It was sort of just more about like, we are the men.
Being a part of it. Be a part of it.
That's it. Do something.
That's cool. Now, going from like doing the solo stuff, like you were saying when you were down south, to coming back and then getting a band together and everything, like, for you, does it work better for you that way? Like with a full band? Like,
I love being, I mean, yes, even the guys that I played with originally in Boston, before I went down to Florida, we're still connected so we're all connected in the same way, right? Brian is, in the band, right? And it's just really funny, but he's a guitar teacher, right? And I was a student, and Alex was a student, and the other two guys that I was in a band with were, and like, so there's kind of a community in that too, right? Like this guy is very good, happens to have taught thousands of people. Kind of, it's kind of a community, honestly. You know what I mean? Like without really being one.
Yeah.
Like
there's a Brian community out there.
Yeah, it's silly, but it's kind of, it's fun. Like there's a lot of great guitar players, that have gone through his music store, that used to be in Malden. So it's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's funny because when I talk to a lot. I mean, because I'm in New England, right? Because I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, I do talk to like more New England musicians and artists more than like all over. But I do talk to people from all over the country.
Yeah.
People from Canada and in North South Korea and but like my thing is like, I'm always saying, like, it's like when people call things like a scene, and I'm like, it's not a scene. Like a scene comes and goes, and a community lasts. That's why I'm always pushing the community vibe to that. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
I taught everyone in this band guitar at some point.
That's so cool. Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah.
From like that, from a standpoint of like the sound of what I've heard from the band, like I love that you guys have like, it's just like, it's, people get too caught up with like subgenres and all this stuff. Like you guys are just, you straight up, like I would just be like, I would call this like radio worthy rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Yeah. You know, that's kind of what we're trying to do, man. But it's like, we know it's a little
Everybody
heavy.
wants to put a label on it.
Yeah, we know it's a little heavy. It's kind of like, but you know, we have our influence. It's pretty obvious, but yeah, I think it's rock and roll, man. That's kind of it. It's angry rock and roll. I don't know, right?
Yeah,
like,
I like it. I like it because I mean, because like you got, and again, like I mean, I was listening to, I went back and I was listening to some of the other stuff. Like I was checking out like the Cycle and everything, and I forget. I think it might be Control Alt Delete too. I checked that one out. That one has like this real, like almost like a doomy blues intro to it, right? Is that, am I thinking correct? Okay, yeah. And that I was like, ooh, because I think before I clicked the link for what Michael sent, I went and I checked out like your Bandcamp real quick, and I saw Control Alt Delete, so I listened to that. And I'm like, hell yeah. And then I was like, let me listen to the new thing, and then I'll come back and I'll check out the rest on the Bandcamp. You know what I mean? So I bounced back and forth from it, and
nice.
I really liked it. And what I really like about Red, White, and Blue is that you're not mincing any words there. You know, like you, it's not.
I know.
You know,
it's funny. You know, when we wrote it, it kind of was like, wow, this is. We worked hard on this and kind of thought what we still feel. I do at least. Like I'm fucking proud of it. It's a good record. I think words, lyrics wise, music wise, we wrote a great little thing, and it's pointed. You know what I mean? But I don't even think it matters. You know what I mean? We're already kind of you know what's going on out there. It's fucking nuts. You know what I mean? So it's kind of. I don't know. That's it. It's out, and
it makes me feel like I've done something other than sit on my butt and not do anything towards what's going on. At least I have a voice out there, you know?
Yeah. I like that. And like, with it too, like if, you know, we're going to talk about it, but like, I don't think because when I listened to it from what Michael sent me, then I saw the Bandcamp, like I don't, it's so red, white, and blue. Like the actual song "Red, White, Blue" is all three songs, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And they flow perfectly together.
Thank you. We're glad. You know, we struggled a little bit. Like, damn, dude, we not put red out front. That's a banger. You know what I mean? But then we were like, well, blue's fun too, man. And that was it. It was just kind of like
I'm putting it in a different order to show distress.
Yeah, you know, but that was it. It was just kind of fun to get in on this, and sort of felt, you know, that's really it. I don't know. It was a lot of fun making this record, man. It really was. We spent 2 weekends in Halo up in where are we at?
Maine.
Portland, Maine area, right?
Wyndham.
Like it's in Wyndham, Portland area. The studio is amazing. The guy we work with, Kevin Billingsley, is incredible. We'll go there until they tell us they won't take us anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's really like, and every time it like this last one was fucking hard sometimes, man. Like it was, that's it. He challenges us. We challenge each other. It's like, we kind of write together. This one we went in with a lot done, but a lot not done. And
a lot came out of it. A lot came out at the studio.
We spent both weekends pretty much there. You know, we spent a couple of nights together, writing things together, and we haven't really done that. And it was fucking rad. You know what I mean? It really was. It was a lot of fun.
That's cool. So the writing process was like you guys brought like some stuff to it, and then they helped with you guys.
Yeah. So Kevin's always in. That's kind of it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what's nice. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, we bring a lot, right? I write a lot of the music, at the same time, like I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like I bring a lot of stuff, and the things that all of these guys like add to it, like the song, it isn't what it is without it. You know what I mean? Like, legitimately, this one was probably, I'd say, the most collaborative effort that we've ever
absolutely.
done.
We didn't, Brad, our drummer, just started screaming in the studio and wouldn't let up. So we let him sing more.
Yeah, like that was kind of it. We did. We went and we pushed. It was fun. We were kind of like, all right, there's some different things that we should try here.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
can step up and do different things.
The end of Red was actually it was a fucking challenge. You know what I mean? It was kind of uncomfortable. It was kind of like we knew a direction we wanted to go, but I'm like, that's not a singing character thing I'm used to. You know, it was like, this is gonna be weird. Is this gonna work? You know what I mean? So that was it. It was a lot of fun. You know,
We always experiment in the studio.
yeah.
I like that. I think that brings a different element too. Like, and not to say that like, you know, going in with structure and knowing exactly what you want is going to work, but like, it's almost like with the person you're working with at the studio, it's almost like they're like another member of the band. Right?
Oh yes, without a doubt. Some of the
Yeah.
stuff that's in that, right? You know, we're not shy.
A lot of our music is like that.
And like everyone's kind of been the same way with it. It's not, I don't know. None of us, you know, it's like if you go and find who wrote the song, it just says PPM, and that doesn't mean me. It doesn't. It's the fucking band.
I don't think anybody's greedy about it.
Yeah, we don't care.
Therefore, it
Yeah.
just goes the right way.
Yeah, it's like Kevin. He'll be, you know, some of the lyrics are his. Some of that's one of the best parts of the songs is his. You know what I mean? It was like his idea, kind of hey, you guys should do this. That was in White. You know what I mean? When we brought White to him.
Jesus,
Yeah, that was his, right? Like the little weird part.
The part in the middle of White, he just told me to write something pretty.
He kind of was like, "You're
Like,
missing."
right now.
He was like, "You're missing something," and,
and
he was
that
like,
was
"You."
a very scary part to have.
He was like, "You write something,"
me
and then he was like, "All right, now I want you guys to do this," and it was like, "Holy shit, dude!"
And I didn't believe it at first.
Yeah, we were all like, "No," you know, we it's funny. We fight, you know, it's kind of like, you know, and then that's it. We just 9 times.
But we can do it. But we can do it in enough time to where.
Yeah.
It's not troubling. How's that? So if they ask us to do something, I think they ask us in the idea that they're pushing us as well.
Yeah.
And then we end up pushing them back, kind of in a good way, in an artful way, not just
it's been, you know,
way.
that's it. It's always fun up there, man. That's just it. There's something about that, you know, that's been our experience every time we go, we end up coming to the like new ideas, and he always has ideas, and they're, you know, it's just, that's kind of it. It's been fun,
that
man.
way.
That's it. It's like we, you know, the band at this point, you talked about chemistry. It's like, I don't know how long we'll do it, but we'll, like, there's no reason for us not to, because it's just easy for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
We've all known each other for a long time. We have no, you know, we're just here to make music together and kind of make videos and kind of have
put our ideas out there.
You know, that's it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. And again, going back to like the whole, like the chemistry thing. I mean, for Kevin, that's the guy in the studio, right? Kevin.
Yeah.
For him to know you guys well enough to know, like, to help to add that input. You know what I mean? That's incredible. That's a good stuff.
We went up there, and the first time we went up there, and he showed us that he was honest about things.
Yeah.
And then when he followed through with that honesty, I think that we felt really comfortable, because when we first went up there, he wanted to chop all our songs up, and we had to go outside and have a discussion.
Yeah, it was like, but
it was funny.
But it was like, you know, here's a guy who's working with real artists and very, very good. You know what I mean?
What he has to say.
And he's the kind of guy that doesn't, you know, truthfully work with everybody. It's not like we're anything, you know, but he kind of was like, hey, you send me your shit and I'll decide if I'm going to record with you, you know, and that was kind of it. It was kind of hard, you know, but now it's kind of just like, we know what we're, you know, it's been years at this point. We've done, I think every song that's out on Spotify, like, well, I don't say
that's
everything,
not true,
but we've done about we've done about 9 or 10 or 12 songs with that. I don't know. It's quite a few.
Yeah, it's tough to like have them in my mind of how we put them away, but I don't know how to tell other people what we've done with Kevin and what we haven't actually.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Right on. Tell me,
here.
So like, is there more on Spotify than there is on your Bandcamp?
That, you know what? Yeah. And this is, you know, this
I
is
only
the
asked, so
reality
this is, I'll break it down real quick for you. Cause I had Spotify and like, I prefer Bandcamp. I have over 900 titles.
Yeah. I love that.
In my Bandcamp library. But the reason, like, in people, like, it wasn't like a political move for me to get away from Spotify.
Yeah.
I just wasn't using it. You know what I mean? Like I prefer listening.
sure.
I prefer the sound quality that I get through Bandcamp, whether I'm streaming it or downloading the albums, right? So after purchase. And then I just don't like, unless I resubscribed to Spotify last month because I wanted to listen to like the Rolling Stones while I was driving. You know what I mean? Like, and then I got rid of it again because I'm not using it. It's a waste. To me, it's a waste of money. You know, I'd rather spend $10.99 on an extra album a month on Bandcamp. But like, so
I love that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I love that, man. You know, I fucking hate Spotify. You know what I mean? But it's like, I mean, honestly, it's like you're not on it, right? But if you're on our bio, I think, I mean, you know, like we hate it here. Let me find it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just like F this place, F all of it.
Yeah, but even
go buy something, go support a band. Oh yeah, like we were, you know, goofing around even with that. Like we talk about this all the time. Let me find it. Like I got to get this on. This is the one song that's on Bandcamp. I'll get it on Bandcamp by you tonight or tomorrow, but it's called Off With Her Head. But in the song, like I was talking about Spotify and how it's empty. It's so like, there's nothing to it. Right. So in the song title, we wrote like, the guy who runs Spotify is Danny Eck. Right. And so the song that we put out, Off With Her Head, I wrote in parentheses the sad story of how Danny Eck broke my heart. And like I wrote my pitch of the song of like all these awful quotes that he's made and sent it to them. And like the point being like no one cares, no one saw it. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like we're just another nobody fucking band in their thing that makes, you know, a penny on the. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not, at the same time it reaches humans, you know? And so it's like, we're just
trying to reach people.
There was that's kind of,
that's the catch-22 for artists, right? Like, you know, and like,
so at this point with this band, it's sort of become that, like we're a little older. I got a kid, you know, like kind of same, right? We both like, it's sort of like, I don't know, you know, touring now is so much harder for bands and there's not a lot of money and it's kind of just, we're going to make music.
Mm-hmm. And whatever happens.
Yeah. And sort of whatever happens. But
whatever we can afford to do with it, we will do.
I have so like when we put out Red, White and Blue, it was like, I don't give a fuck if I sell a shirt.
Right.
I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like I really don't. Like we made this knowing that some people that liked us would probably hate us after it. We knew that like, you know, it's not for everybody. I don't really care anymore. It's like kind of like, you know, this is the shit that's bothering me. It's been something we always talk about as a band. And, that was it. It was like, so it's like when I think of Spotify now, it's like Brian said, like if you hear it, good. If it changes someone's mind in the right way, good. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where it's at.
Get somebody thinking the right way.
Yeah, if I can get somebody thinking the right way, man, because it's fucking weird out there. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the human connection is completely lost at this point. You know,
you're absolutely right. So I am not shy to talk about like I go to therapy and stuff like that. Yep. And I am I have a hard time with people. Like I'm like a, you know, misanthrope and like, and I can't stand society and like, you know why? Cause like people let you down all the time. And I was telling my therapist today, it's pretty fucked up in the world when I'm saying we need more human connection. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, there's like none anymore. I mean, you could take anything from like, you know, like you said, like trying to put out art and for people to see to like, trying to talk to a representative of a company on a phone. They don't want you to, you know. A couple weeks back, I had to get my car towed, and I'm like, I couldn't talk to somebody. They wanted me to do everything online. I got to the point, I finally got a phone number. I finally got a hold of somebody, and I'm like, dude, I need help. Like, what's the computer going to tell me if I'm in a position where like it's dangerous, you know? So,
I know. It's and you have a different, strangely, right? Like there's a in between, right? Like, so like, I have no idea how old you are, Trevor, right? But like, similar age, I'm assuming, maybe a little bit older. I don't know. Like, but
I'm 44. So yeah.
We're the same age. Okay. All right. Perfect. Right? That's fine. Like, that's exactly kind of like probably saying, you know, like, but like basically like there's, you know, guys that are 20 years younger than us that don't want to use the phone, right? And kind of that's part of that loss of human connection. I'm not saying it's a generational thing, but on some level, it
definitely has to be, because
truth to that, right?
This is so pretty shiny that it's more important than everything else. Because it's pretty shiny.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things that this record, really, honestly, what this record came out of me shutting off social media, me shutting off everything, like me shutting down from all the bullshit for 6 months. This stuff started getting written, I would say, in like December, and then basically I'd say January, I shut off social media, and I really didn't turn it back on until we put the stuff out. Like, I mean, the band's social media, like nothing. People were, kind of, not that we're anybody,
they reached out.
Some guys were like, hey, you guys still a band? You know what I mean? It's man, I have to get away from it all. And what I found was that it put me exactly where I wanted. Like, I was the most creative I've been in years, right? Like, I stopped comparing, like we talk about this shit all the time. All of us as band members, I think really there's only 2 of us that are even on social media at this point. And I'm not upset with my band. I don't care. I don't want them to be on fucking social media to promote us. I really don't. I don't care. Like, because I know what they know. It's fucking horrible for you. You know what I mean?
It is.
The self-compare. I was saying that, most recently the thought process for me with it is it's digital schizophrenia. You know what I mean? You're on a fucking thing. It's just constant voices, right? You get off of it and you still think about what that dickhead said, that you read about earlier, or you're thinking about that horrible story that you read, or that fucking product that you want to buy. And it's like, it's fucking nuts.
It's all telling you what to do.
Yeah. And realistically, if you look around any room, more than half of your humans are like this.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got off it for 6 months and I realized like how weird it is, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like you get caught up in it, man. I'm caught up in it. I'm caught up in it again. I'm arguing with people online again about fucking politics.
I know.
I told some guy to go fuck himself 2 days ago. I haven't done anything like that in months, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, I don't belong here. I belong hanging out with friends and like
doing
making connections and writing music and like doing the life thing. And it's like, it's just getting weird, it's like nobody wants to go to a show, right? Everybody kind of is just stuck in that.
Everything's available.
Everything's available, man. It's easy to be bored by everything when you can have kind of anything,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We live in an instant gratification world now, and it sucks. And like,
it's not good for you.
And I think that stretches as far as with music, right? Like, everyone does singles now. No one puts out LPs anymore. Like, it's tough. It's tough to do, because like, I'm somebody who wants a full album. I want to be able to go through every song. I want to look at liner notes. You know what I mean? That's just not the world we're in anymore. But we still do it, right? People still do it. In everything like that. And I will say this too, like about 10 years ago, I was in a room full of my buddies and I realized none of us were talking. We're all looking at our phones.
Yeah.
Since then, I don't take my phone into stores. I don't take my phone. My phone, unless I'm expecting.
I don't have my phone on me right now.
Yeah. I mean, unless I'm expecting a phone call, if I'm doing something that I feel liberated from that. You know what I mean? Like, but now the social
like you're
media,
doing the right thing, if you will.
Yeah. And like social media, I hated it. Like I stopped doing it was like probably 2021. I didn't touch social media.
Much better. Yeah, you're doing good.
Well, no, I still have. I had to bring it back because of the podcast. Like no one was listening anymore. Like because I wasn't there throwing it. I had someone help me with it, and then now and he helped me with it until last year. So basically, he took care of it for a few years for me, because I was like, and now I'm doing it again, and like I've got a pretty good rhythm. I'm just like posting for the show and I'm out. You know what I mean? Like I try not to get caught up, but it doesn't happen, of course, because it's in your face, and sometimes people are so wrong. You just have to let them know.
Oh, absolutely, right. And then you kind of like find out, right? Like it doesn't. And that's,
they're not ready to hear it.
Yeah, man. We kind of, even the record, it was like, you have not illusions of grandeur, but you hope you can change some people's minds. I think right now, like I said, I don't know, man. It's pretty hard for me to be okay with anything happening,
same.
if I'm honest. And it's like, It's really simple for me, man. Like I said, I'm a working class union guy. I like believe in, simple things that I don't need a lot. I just need, what I'm supposed to do, or, I earn a good living. I want a decent retirement. I don't want someone stealing my fucking home from my family, I don't want insurance companies to, it's like, the things are hard now, right? Like everything's weird. Everything's kind of coming for your shit always. And it's real. It's real. I don't care what anyone says, it's like, and I got a kid. It's going to be hard for him. It's hard for my dad. It's hard for my grandparents. It's hard for Brian. It's hard for everyone I fucking know. You know what I mean? Like, and for me, like I have a really good living. You know what I mean? I'm in a union and get paid well, and things are still kind of like, they're okay. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, let's be real. Like, look the fuck around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Recently I had, like I said, I had a car situation, right? My car broke down, and I had just accepted like a new position at a different company, and then like everything just kind of like hit me at once when the car broke down, because I'm like, now I got to go buy a car. I haven't even gotten a paycheck from the new company. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, that's what
scary.
It's man. Scary. We talked about it. I'm like, who can afford a fucking new car or a home or a college or anything? Like without looking at some like horrific debt number. You know what I mean? Where you're like, what's the car payment a month? You know what I mean?
How are you going to get out of that?
Yeah, like how am I getting out of that? Where you're just like, it's like, and then there's just there's always somebody like, well, just work harder, and it's like, well,
I've been doing that.
It shouldn't be this hard.
It's kind of hard.
It shouldn't be this hard, man. Shouldn't
be
this
hard. 2 jobs up until I was 42 years old.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or 41. And I've had one job since then, I shouldn't be this way. And I talk about this a lot, man. I talk about how like they sell us on this American dream that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And I think, and I think a lot of that has to why I connected instantly with Red, White, and Blue with you guys,
Good. I think a lot of people do, man. I think that's just it. I think a lot of us feel like the way that we do, where like no one's really on any side. Everyone's looking at it kind of like, nah, man, this is all pretty crazy,
Yeah.
And I just think it's at the same time, everyone's so goddamn beaten down that it's kind of like
it's hard to do anything about it.
Complacency's a killer, man.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of just watching it burn, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't think voting's fixing anything anymore. You know what I mean?
And you could speak out, and speaking out is great, but like it gets to a point sometimes. Like I feel like every day there's something new we got to speak out about. There's something, and something else I've learned too is like people I know that I that I grew up with or whatever. Like how quick they fell in line, and I'm like, that's not that person at all. What the fuck happened?
We try and I think that's we try and talk about that. I think in the first one a little bit, because it's like realistically one of the things I knew that we've been talking. We honestly so if you would go back in our thing right to 2020 Vision, like one of the first songs we put out, it's like we said the same fucking thing. Then we put a video out. It's like so on point. It's exactly where we're at now. And we put it out in 2020, and it's like, watch the video. It's like, it's where we're at, it's exactly where we are. And we were saying it then. We were like, the fucking Democrats are like, they're useless, but I'm sorry, they don't do anything for us, like none of the politicians really do anything for us. And so,
I mean, you can't just say, well,
you can't pretend
they're over there burning things, and so we have to vote for these people.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've done. That
really
the lesser it's, you guys, you remember this, right? This has been the past 30 fucking years. Lesser of two evils, and it's always whether you voted for Republican or Democrat. That's what you've always thought you were getting, right? And realistically, the middle class have been getting fucked for 30 straight years. Let's be real. You know what I mean? Like they've been getting fucked real hard for the last 5, and I don't know why anyone isn't or past 8, 10, whatever. Like real hard, and it's like, come on, man. This doesn't matter who you put in there, but you can't put like one of the worst humans in the fucking world in there. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like I can't even. It's insane. I don't know. For me, it's it's beyond, like, again, talking, like you said, talking to people who fell straight in line, talking to people I know that are, you know, no matter what seems to happen, they're like on board. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, Florida has no more vaccine mandates. You know what I mean? Like, are you paying attention? Like, are you fucking paying attention, bro? Like, do you know what's, you need maniacs in this country. We do. We need maniacs. We always have, right? We don't need them running the place. Right. You know what I mean? Like, you need them on the ground. You know what I mean? Like, I need maniacs on the ground, not fucking running the show.
Yeah,
you know?
It's crazy, man.
And like, everybody's argument's always the same. It's like, well, the other guy. It's like, no, you're right. They are. They're all evil fucks, right? But like, you have to at least pretend you're good. You know what I mean? Like, like we all know you guys are fucking batshit insane and douchebags, right? But like, you have to give us a little bit more. You got to give us a quarter instead of a dime, and you have to pretend to be normal. You know, like, you can't be my crazy Uncle Jimmy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. Like, you can't have that guy. You know, it's fucking wild.
You can have him for bowling league.
You know, but you know, I feel like every normal person knows or feels this way, but at the same time, we're just all sort of watching in disbelief. Like, I don't know, it's going to get better. I think. I don't know. I hope.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're there anymore, man. I think it's just, I don't know. You know, like I said, after this, you know, I don't see how much longer I'll be on social media, because I can't watch. It's like, fuck it, we'll disappear and write some more music or something, you know?
Yeah. I think we need more music like this now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I think you need more
we need that out.
You know? Yeah.
Need more people to hear that music right there.
Yeah.
And if there was more music like that, or is more music like that, great.
There is. I'm always trying to send it to people.
Yeah.
You know, there's some really talented and different sounding artists out there, but like, there's a collective thing going on right now.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm impressed with what I heard from you guys with it. And because it's definitely like, you know, it's funny because like, I guess I'm known for like being like the punk rock guy, because like but like, that's just because like I fall in line with a lot of the same values, right? And like, and like what you guys have here, like, that's like, I mean, it's not punk, it's not the stereotypical punk rock music or whatever, but I feel like
the message,
people are going to listen to it and be like, I can get down with this, you know?
That's what I'm looking for, honestly. This is, you know, that's what we were doing too. It was like, this is punk rock. We said that. Yeah, we're like, this is punk rock, you know what I mean?
Blue. Without
being, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
Blue is our punk rock.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not, but you're right. You know what I mean? That was the music. That's what it was always talking about, right?
Being punk rock and sounding like punk rock are two different things. You guys are punk rock. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is. And like, and to what you were saying earlier about like, you knew like putting this out, you might lose, you're going to lose a couple people. You're going to gain some too, though. You're going to gain those people that hear this and be like, oof, you know, because it's like, it's again, like I said, like, to me, this is radio worthy rock, coming from an age of where the radio was everything to me. You know what I mean? As you must remember how the radio was, like, it was, you know, and like to hear something that it sounds like, I mean, it's just the quality, from the quality to the content, you know, like, it's there. Right. It's there.
Thank you.
Of course, man. Of course.
Yeah.
So are you guys playing shows? Do you guys get out there and play? Or?
We do, you know, we haven't in a while. Like, we basically, we're gonna, you know, like, we basically, we treat it kind of all the same, and we are a little bit older. It takes time to
offered shows all the time. But we've been working on this.
I mean, that's it. We were working on this, and it was kind of just like, take some time off of that, do this, and now we're done with this, and we're going to get back out and play. But we set up, you know, we basically, we have our own light show. We set that up. It's, you know, that's it. We put a show on. We're going to basically practice, you know, our asses off, because like, even with this, we were in and out of the studio and kind of just all in on this. But that's it. We'll get back to, you know, what we're going to play and get back out there and play live. And, we haven't played since January. We played at the Palladium, actually, with, nice. You know, like the upstairs there. The last show was great. We love playing shows, but same thing. We want to make sure we're getting out and playing shows that we can get in front of some people. You know what I mean? Really, that's another. Rock bands. I don't know. I'm just saying we there's a bunch of friggin' great ones, but we all struggle with the same thing. Like, right? Let's just be real. Like, getting people to shows in fucking New England is like, sorry, it's fucking torture. You know what I mean? Like,
it gets tougher. It gets tougher.
And I get all of it, but the reality is I still think that leads back to the goddamn phone. You know what I mean? Like, where it's just, if you're not bored, you're not leaving your house.
Right.
Like, I know for me, when I was younger, like,
Oh my
I
God,
couldn't wait to get to a show, you know? I still really do enjoy them. I'm going to one this weekend. You know what I mean?
I still hit them up too.
I'll be at Tafetta and Lowell seeing He's Legend and our friends band, The Mighty Fall. You know what I
hell
mean?
Yeah, hell yeah. Have you been there before?
I haven't been to Tafetta yet.
It's awesome. It's huge too.
Yeah.
It's like really big and it's open and like I went there for a show. I think it was last year. I was there at a show and a couple buddies. It was like a bunch of bands that you wouldn't normally see together that were playing together. I'm like, fuck yeah, we're doing that. You know. So
but they all brought a lot of people that way.
Yes, that's how you do it. Like plus I want my bill to be mixed. I don't want to hear the same.
Me too. That's the way it is now.
Yeah.
So
we that's it. We'll definitely get back out there for sure. I'd say that's probably a few months away because that's it. We're gonna set up the light show and kind of these.
And we got to do all these songs the way that we wrote them through the studio. We have to relearn the parts that we wrote in the studio that we didn't do.
Yeah, but
then we got to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be back out there though soon. So
I went to a show at Sonia recently and. One of the bands had like a little light show with it, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I like that. Like I'm into it. You know.
Yeah,
like,
come on out.
Yeah, for real.
It's all programmed up, and
we'll definitely hit you when we do it. Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. Tell me about the cover of Red, White, and Blue. Like, whose photo is that? Is that art? Like what you know?
Yeah, I don't know. That's my I don't know.
This is lunacy.
Yeah,
it's that project.
I don't know. I just had the idea, you know what I mean, and wanted to do like a see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil thing, and we've worked again. So if you haven't seen any of them yet, check out our YouTube. The videos are honestly, we do some very cool videos. We work with
Rebel. Had a bunch of them. Yeah,
they're good. I mean, legitimately.
I interrupted you. Who is it?
No, you're good. Revelry Studios is like the guys at Tyler and Matt and. Those are the guys that we've worked with for same thing, basically every single thing but one. And it'll be the same way, same thing until they get, really, it's always going to be Tyler as much as I can. But if you go and see, you'll see why. You know what I mean? Like Amanda is the white face in the thing. She's makeup, dance. She's a star. She's unbelievable. And we've been working with the same group of people. I use the same couple of photographers, the same video makers, same makeup people, same lighting people, same and it's always the same. We bring
it feels natural now.
We've used the same actors and actresses and we'll basically, and everyone gets paid and we have fun and the video shoot days are sick. It's it's a same thing. The last video we made was her song, which was a
couple of those ideas happened during that day.
On Bandcamp either, but basically we had a video that was pro women's rights after the change in Roe v. Wade, and basically so we got a bunch of women to come out that were friends of the band or friends of us, and it was 50 women that showed up.
And during part of the video there, the judges are in a cage, and the women. We got them to show your real emotion.
Yeah, show us how angry you really are about this. And
really
we filmed it. And basically that's kind of the shoot.
And then we left that actually in the video. We dubbed in them.
Yeah.
During that part, we dubbed in them being that.
But that's the sorry, sidetracked, right? But basically Amanda's the makeup girl, and basically the two on the outset, one on the right is Sierra, another musician and friend who's been on
Been
some
in some
collaborative
videos.
efforts, musically, video wise, and this way. And then on the left hand side, Francesca, my girlfriend, who is also like, she's in the song Red. You know, she's the little girl voice in the background.
Yeah.
Burn It with Gasolina, and like that's it. We're always throwing people in shit. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I mean?
fun.
Like,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it adds to that community thing you were talking
yeah,
about. Man,
yeah.
you know?
But we got to spray paint 3 people. It's a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Not really, but like they.
Well, honestly, though,
Yeah.
when he has an idea, he is very good at following through.
Yeah.
So he had that idea, and he just made that happen.
That's awesome.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's what happened with that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I like it. And like the photo itself, it looks like kind of like old timey in a way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Is there any talks of like a physical release for this or?
Oh God, we haven't done that in in so long, but we did. I
we did
really
talk a
did
little
want
bit
to
about
put this out as a record. You know,
Yes.
like I was dying to put out like with more art and like more and lyrics and
Like what
kind
you
of
were
like you were
saying.
talking about, right? But like everything we look at feels kind of the same. Where it's like, okay, I have to buy 1,000 records. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, okay, but I don't. Let's be real. Like I don't know. If I hustle my ass off, I could probably sell 1,000 records. You know what I mean? But I
But
don't.
there we are doing that instead of music.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And footing
And
the
how
bill.
important is it for us or for other people to have that is the way, I guess.
So we keep looking into things. It's just it really keeps becoming about like I want to do all this stuff for band, for fan. It's just kind of like it's fucking hard to do it, man.
Yeah,
I just want to make
no, I hear
music.
you. Yeah.
So maybe, right? Like the long answer is that, maybe is the short, like,
I mean, it would be cool to put out this particular one
Yeah.
with that.
That's just it.
Even if it was just a cassette. 'Cause
Yeah.
like that's
CD, cassette, I don't
a
know.
cassette.
You want to do a
It's so
cassette?
That's what all the kids
I
are
still
doing,
listen to
damn it.
cassettes. I still got cassettes.
That's awesome.
Funny.
That's cool, man. That's cool. That's awesome, man. I'm impressed with everything, with you guys, just from talking with you. And I really hope that a lot of people get a chance to listen to Red, White, and Blue. And
Thanks, man. Me too.
So where can people find you guys on social media?
We're on Facebook. We are on.
Oh, that's right. You're not on social media.
Instagram. No, we are. We're right. Like we're on
just
Facebook.
blasted it
We're
back
on-
up.
Yeah, we're on Instagram. Realistically, we do have a website, right? Like that's
Yes.
like that'll always be there.
Yeah.
But we're on it. We're kind of. I think I'm even on TikTok because I'm just trying to get this shit out there. But like
It's exhausting, Paul. I'm telling you, it's exhausting.
At some point in the next few months, like there'll be a way that I kind of find my way off of it again. And I'm not shy about this. Like I run ads, like I do. Trying to find new fans and more importantly, get this message out. I have no interest in bizarre, like I know by running ads, like there's no return. For me, whatever, there's not a return other than maybe the message gets out there and new people kind of get into the band, you know what I mean? But what that also gives me the opportunity to do is not fucking be on social media every day fucking posting to try and engage an echo chamber, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of it,
Yeah, I do. There's two things I always say. Like, I don't care how successful the podcast is. But
Yeah.
if I was to, it would be for two reasons. One, so all the amazing musicians that come on get like a huge look, a lot of people
Yep.
looking at.
Yep.
And two, like just so I don't have to fuck with social media anymore. those are my two. Those are my
I know.
two.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. Yeah.
Well, this was great. Thanks for talking with me. And
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for
bud.
having us.
I hope when there's more music, let's do this again. Reach out.
Absolutely.
sure, man.
Yeah.
I'd love, I hope I can catch you guys at a show at some point this year.
Yeah, man. Let me know how I can reach out to you if we're both off of social media. We'll definitely let you know about a show, man. We'd love to
Awesome.
see you. We really
Hell
would.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Thank
And we'll
you.
definitely let you know if we're near neck of the woods for
Yeah.
sure. But either way, we'll let you know where we're at. So,
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
all right, brother.
All right, man.
I want to thank Paul and Brian again for being today's guests on the Struggling Artist Podcast. In the show notes, you will find links to parts per million. I want to shout out Aria Rad, Jeff Bousquet, and Chris Chavez? Is that his last name? Chris Chavez. I had a pause moment, man. We see those with politicians. Hopefully I don't have another one. For being part of the Struggling Artist podcast team, I'm all messed up. Check them out on Instagram. You can find Jeff at JRBimage, Aria at coffin_salesman, and Chris at 716 The Sound. Thank you to our sponsors over at State Line Records. Head to StatelineRecords.com and check out what Mark has in stock. Pick up a record today. Thank you to the band Losers Circle for letting us use their song, Great Illusion of Time, off of their album Took Long Enough. You can always find a link on our website to the StrugglingArtistPodcast.com or PodcastTSA.com to Losers Circle's Bandcamp, where you can buy that album yourself. Go do that. People over at Patreon, thank you so much for supporting us over these years. Your contributions do not go unnoticed, and it allows us to do all sorts of fun projects. Hopefully we got another one wrapping up pretty soon here, where you guys will all be part of executive producers once again on. So if you want to see what's going on over there at patreon.com/podcast TSA. To everybody who listens, reaches out, texts us, or leaves a voicemail on the Struggling Artist Hotline, thank you. If you email us, thank you. If you want to do one of those two things, you can reach out, Trev at the StrugglingArtistPodcast.com, or you can text or call and leave a voicemail at 774-570-1552. Well, it's time to get out of here. We have a song to play. This is off of Parts Per Million latest EP, Red, White, and Blue. The song is called Red. Until next week, take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you then.